All right, well done. We're here at the last part. You've already now set your goal. You know where you're going. You have your milestones, which steps you're going to take to get there, and you have your plan of action. And I know you're a person of action, so I'm sure you'll be fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get deeper into your mindset. We're going to make sure that you program yourself for the utmost results and action. So let's get right into it. We're going to do a little exercise here together, so I hope that's okay. We're going to do another exercise. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to pause this video again to do this. It will go quickly, but this is very, very important. We're going to get in deep onto some personal things now, so be ready. This is going to be very powerful. So what I want you to do first is just evaluate your life, your total life experience as it is now, your total life experience that could be interpreted as your happiness level, not like in this moment, but like your average happiness level, your level of success, you know, what you would rank your entire life experience of on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Let me put that into perspective. So a 10 might be that you wake up in the morning with a huge smile on your face because, hey, it's a new day, new opportunity. And you wake up, you decide, I'm going to go take a walk just because that's amazing. You go outside, you take a walk, and you might feel like, hey, let's stop by the bank. Let's just see what good news is there. Check out your bank account, and of course, as always, too many zeros to count. And then you realize, wait a second, I want to get home. There are people there who I love and who love me. I want to go home and meet them. You rush on home and these lovely people who love you are there to greet you. And you know what? If it happened to be raining that day, that's fine because now you can sing in the rain. That's a level 10. Everything is perfect. You're happy, you're dancing, you're singing, you're breaking into song. That's a level 10. A 1 is the exact opposite. So I don't want to go in deeper into that. So you figure that out. So between a 1 and a 10. So take a moment now, pause this video, and evaluate your life. Don't get too much into it, just what number would you say you have? So pause the video now and go. All right, good job. Welcome back. So if you, like most people set their life between a 4 and a 7. If your life experience is higher, that's great. I'm so happy for you. If it's lower, it might be that you're just being really hard on yourself, or you're really going to feel this powerful exercise is really going to help. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at you and we're going to help you take that next step, okay? So I don't know if you've ever been to one of T. Harv Ekker's events. T. Harv Eker is an amazing author, best-selling author, who created an event called Millionaire Mind Intensive. It's an amazing event, so I can highly recommend it. One of the things he always says is that your outer life is a mirror of your inner life, which sounds really weird. I'm an analytical myself. You remember the thumbs we did there at the beginning? I'm an analytical myself. So when someone says your outer life is a mirror of your inner life, I don't always get that. But one of my mentors, he sat me down and he said, Daniel, you must understand this. You are the greatest problem in your life. Well, I'm like, thank you. Well, I appreciate that. But now he sat me down and he kind of explained that, look, Daniel, we live in a world of duality, meaning of opposites. So to your up, you have your down. To your light, you have your dark. To your hot, you have your cold. So in everything, you have an opposite. And as we know, there are outer laws to success. There thereby must be inner laws to success. And everything that's happening to you in your outer life is a direct result of what's happening to you in your inner life, which means you have the power over your outer life, which is amazing. The one negative with that means that everything bad that's happened to you is 100% your fault. And I'm sorry for saying that, but it's true. The good part is that your past does not have to be your future. You determine what your next step is going to be by controlling your inner life. And what is the one thing in this world you can control? Yourself, exactly. So this is where you have the power. So the question is, if you're living your outer life at a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 1, a 2, a 3, whatever you're at that level, that must mean that you're living your inner life on that level. And the question is, if you have 100% control over your inner life, and you can choose what level you play your inner life with, and that is what's going to result in your outer life. So if your outer life is a level 6, why are you playing your inner life at a level 6? Why aren't you doing it at a level 10? Interesting question, isn't it? Well, and I'm sure you have lots of reasons. And that's what we're going to do now. we're going to get into those reasons, and there could be a lot of different reasons. So I'm going to give you a moment to write down all the reasons that it might be that's holding you back right now. So take out your pen and paper, and I'm going to ask you to pause this video in a moment, but it could be anything. It could be that, there's no money in my business, that it's just too challenging, that I am lazy, it's the economy, it's the coronavirus, I don't have enough discipline, or I tend to procrastinate. Do you know that word, procrastinate? It means I'll do it later, or like in Spain, mañana. By the way, do you tend to procrastinate? It's an interesting question. So take a look. Make sure you're pausing this video and do it. It could be fear of success. It could be fear of failure. It could be pretty much anything. So write down everything that's holding you back right now. Make sure you pause the video now and do it right away. All right, go. All right, good job. Welcome back. Well done. So these, I'm sure you have perfectly good reasons. I mean, a lot of people will talk about how outside influences are holding them back, friends, family. I actually had a woman at one of my events. She raised her hand when I asked this question. When I said, what's holding you back? She raised her hand. And I said, yes. She said, she was sitting there with her husband. She just goes like this, my husband. So that got a little awkward for the rest of us. But whatever it is, write that down. Make that list. Now, if you look at that list, you know what Tony calls all of that? Every single point, even though I'm sure it's 100% legitimate, he calls them all BS. Belief systems. Yes, these are your belief systems. Sometime in your past, sorry for the crude joke, sometime in your past, someone put that in your mind. They said, this is who you are. This is what is true. And that does not necessarily mean it's true. If you've seen an amazing kids movie called Inside Out, Inside Out is a great movie. It's like the different roles, emotions we have in our head. And I'm not going to ruin the movie, but see it if you haven't because it's amazing. But in it, they wind up on the train of thought, and being a children's movie, it's a train. But as they got on the train, they knock over a couple boxes, and they're marked other people's opinions and facts. And everything gets mixed up. And one of the characters says, oh my God, no, what happened? And so the other goes, oh, no, it's fine. It happens all the time. Just pushes them into the boxes. What this does is obviously other people's opinions and facts just got mixed up. And as he says, this happens all the time. So the question now is, are your beliefs actually true? Or is that all they are? Are they just beliefs? Because what is a belief really? Tony defines a belief as something that you or I believe with absolute certainty to be true. In other words, it is true because we believe it to be true. We believe it because we believe it, and because we believe it, we see it, and because we see it, we believe it. And it's this own self-fulfilling prophecy that spins around and makes us crazy. But if we step back, yeah, money doesn't grow on trees, but it's available all over the place. Everyone who's rich is evil. Well, that's not true. We know lots of rich people who are very, very generous and very, very good. You will never amount to anything. Well, that's not true. You are a very powerful, amazing person. And if you choose to, you can change that script. There are so many things that people might be saying and have said that don't necessarily have to be true. So I want you to do, and you might not be able to do it now if you're alone, but otherwise I want you to find someone and discuss with them your limiting beliefs and get their feedback. Ask, what do you think? Is this actually true? And it's going to be very interesting to hear. Because you are amazing. You are powerful. You can do anything. You just have to believe that. So I'm going to leave you with a couple very powerful exercises that you can take with you and do continuously to start flipping that script. Because one of the things that PR shows, that commercials show, is if you say something enough times, it becomes the truth. It doesn't start out as the truth, but you can make it the truth. Because what is familiar becomes believed. What becomes believed becomes seen. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So we're going to flip the script. Brian Tracy always talks about self-affirmations. And I'm going to give you one that you can do every morning. It's very easy. I even do this with my kids. It's very powerful. What you do is you just start the day saying, I like myself. I love my life. I am going to be happy today. I deserve it and I can do it. All right? I like myself. I love my life. I am going to be happy today. I deserve it and I can do it. Do that a couple times every day and you'll see this script starting to change. This inner voice starts to change and becomes positive. Another thing you can do is to even more powerfully focus on your goals is to create a vision board. A vision board is like a visual representation of your goal. And a Virginia Tech University study showed that by writing down your goals and continuously reviewing them, that can be, if you just like the text, do the text, but otherwise make it visual on a vision board and put it on a wall somewhere that you see it every day. Continuously look at it. By continuously looking at your goals, you will make, on average, over your lifetime, don't quote me on this, but I believe it's 9 times as much money than people who don't. So make sure you're doing this continuously, looking at your goals, saying these positive things, and then the most important is take action on that action plan that you created. Well done. We made it through the event. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope to see you again soon. If there's anything we can do, let us know. We're happy to help. To your success, well done. Thank you.